they say down there? What's happening with Gabe?
Went down there and got him out. Called him $50. Said he was disturbing the peace. The judge set up a hearing for him in 3 weeks. Said to show cause why he shouldn't be recommitted.
Well, what did he do that caused him to arrest him?
Some kids were teasing him. He run him off home. Say he was howling and carrying on.
Well,
No.
go. Keep going.
Some folks seen him and called the police. That's all it was.
Well, what did you say? What did you tell the judge?
Told him I look after him. It made no sense to recommit the man. Took out his big greedy phone and told him to give him $50 to take him on home.
Where's he at now? Where'd he go off to?
About his business. You don't need nobody to hold his hand.
Well, I don't know. Seems like that would be the best thing if they did put him in the hospital. I know what you're gonna say, but I just think that'd be best.
Man that had his whole life ruined fighting for what? They want to take to lock him up. Let him be free. You don't bother nobody.
Well, everybody got their own way of looking at it, I guess. Come on, get your lunch. I got some lima beans and some cornbread in the oven. Come on, get something to eat. Ain't no sense in you fretting over Gabe.
Rose. I got something to tell you.
Well, come on, let me get this food on the table.
Rose. I don't know how to say this. Can't explain it. Just sort of grows on you till it gets out of hand. Starts out like a little bush. And next thing you know, it's the whole forest.
Oh, wait. What are you talking about?
Talk to me. Let me talk. Trying to find a way to tell you. Want to get back. Want to be somebody else's back.
Sure. You're not telling me this. You're gonna be a what?
Rose. Now.
You're gonna be somebody's daddy? You telling your wife this? Why, Troy? Why? This don't make no sense at your age. I could have expected this 10 or 15 years ago, but not now. After all these years to come dragging this to me now, it don't make no sense at your age. I could have expected this 10 or 15 years ago, but not now.
Ain't got nothing to do with Rose.
I'm trying to be everything a wife could be. Everything a wife should be. Been married 18 years and I got to live to see the day that you tell me you've been seeing another woman and to father the child by her. And you know I never wanted nothing half in my family. Everybody in my family is half. Everybody got different fathers and mothers. Can't hardly tell who's who. Can't never sit down and talk about papa and mama. It's your papa and your mama and my papa and my mama.
Rose, stop it now.
No, I ain't never wanted that for none of my children. And now you want to come dragging this into me. And now you want to drag it behind your head and tell me something like this.
You want to know. Time for you to know.
Well, I don't want to know, goddammit.
Just make it go away. It's done now. Can't wish the circumstance of this thing away.
And you don't want to either. Maybe you want to wish me and my boy away. Maybe that's what you want? You can't just wish us away. I got 18 years of my life invested in you. You ought to stay upstairs in my bed where you belong.
Well, listen. You can get a handle on this thing. You can talk this out. Don't you understand?
All of a sudden it's we? Where was we at when you was down there rolling around with some godforsaken woman? We should have come to an understanding a long time ago before you started acting like a damn fool. You a day late and $1 short when it comes to understanding with me.
It's just she gives me a different idea. A different understanding about myself. I can step out of this house and get away from the pressure and problems. Be a different man. I ain't even got to wonder how I'm going to pay the bills or get the roof fixed. I just be a part of myself that I've never been.
Well, what I want to know is, do you plan to continue seeing her? That's all you can say to me.
Sit up in her house and just laugh. You understand what I'm saying? I can laugh out loud, and it feels good. Reaches all the way down to the bottom of my shoe. Well, I can't give that up.
Oh, that was the part? Oh. Maybe you ought to go on and down there with her if she a better woman than me.
nobody being a better woman or nothing. Rose, you ain't to blame. Man couldn't ask for a woman, a better wife than you been. I'm responsible for it. I don't, I don't lock myself to a pattern trying to take care of you with all I forgot about myself.
Well, what the hell was I there for? That was my job, not somebody else's.
Bro, I didn't try all my life to live decent, to live a clean, hard, and useful life. Tried to be a good husband to you in every way I knew how. Maybe I come into the world backwards. I don't know. But you born with 2 stripes and on you before you come to the foot. What? But you born with 2 stripes on you before you come to the foot. You gotta guard it closely. Always looking for a curveball on the inside corner. Can't afford to let none pass you. Can't afford to call a strike. Going down, you're going down swinging. Everything lined up against you. What you gonna do? I fooled, bro. I blundered. And I found you and Corey and a halfway decent job. I was safe. Couldn't nothing touch. I wasn't going to strike out no more. I wasn't going back to the penitentiary. I wasn't going to lay in the streets with a bottle of wine. I was safe. Had me a family, a job. I wasn't going to get the last strike. I was on the first looking for one of them boys to knock me in. Get me home.
Stayed in my bedroom.
When I saw that gal, turned up my back on, I got to thinking that if I tried, this might be able to steal second. You understand? After 18 years, I wanted to steal second.
You should have held me tight. You should have grabbed on and held me.
Stood on the first base for 18 years. And I thought, Will got it. Damn it, go for it.
We're not talking about baseball. We're talking about you going to lay off with another woman and then bringing it home to me. That's what we're talking about. We ain't talking about no baseball.
Now listen, best I can explain. Not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same damn place for 18 years.
I've been standing there with you.
There's no damn in that joke. I actually said damn.
Standing in the same place. I've been standing there with you. I've been right here with you, Troy. I got a life too. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot with you. Don't you think I ever wanted other things? Don't you think I ever had dreams and hopes? What about my life? What about me? Don't you think it ever crossed my mind to want to know another man? That I wanted to live somewhere and forget about my responsibilities? That I wanted someone that could make me feel good so I could laugh? No, make me laugh so I can feel good? You're not the only one who's got wants and needs. But I held on to you, Troy. I took all my feelings, my wants and needs, my dreams, and I buried them inside you. I planted a seed, and I waited and prayed over it. I planted myself inside you and waited to bloom. And it didn't take me no 18 years to find out that the soil was hard and rocky and it wasn't never going to bloom. But I held on to you, Troy. I held you tighter. You was my husband. I owed you everything I had. Every part of me I could finally give to you. And upstairs in that room, with the darkness falling in on me, I gave everything I had to try and erase the doubt that you wasn't the finest man in the world. And wherever you was going, I wanted to be there with you. Because you was my husband. That's the only way I was going to survive as your wife. You always talking about what you give and what you don't have to give, but you take too. You take, you don't even know nobody's giving.
You say I take it, don't give?
Troy, you're hurting me.
You say I take it, don't give?
Troy, you're hurting my arm. Let go.
I didn't give you everything I got. Don't you
Troy!
try on